Hello, my name's Steve and I sell stuff on eBay as a hobby, and in this video I want to show you my payout for the 6th of August 2024. But first of all, let's have a look at what sold this week. It's Thursday, it's the last day of July, and my first sale of the week is this bundle of books by C.S. Lewis. It's the 7 books in his Narnia series. I have had this listed for some time. I relisted it on the weekend for £16 all in, and I have got the full asking price for it, so I'm quite happy with that. So let's have a look at the titles then. Now, this is in reading order rather than publication order. The first book then would be The Magician's Nephew, and then The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, of course. That's the most well-known title, and it was the first one published. So that's The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. Then we've got The Horse and His Boy. Then we've got Prince Caspian. Then we've got this one. This is The Voyage of the Dawn Treader in a slightly different edition, this one. I think it's a Lion edition. All the others are puffin editions from the 1960s, but I couldn't find a puffin for this one when I was buying them about 30 years ago. But anyway, that's The Voyage of the Dawn Treader. Then we've got The Silver Chair. And finally, we've got The Last Battle. So that's the 7 Narnia books by C.S. Lewis. They've gone for £16 all in, and I'm quite pleased with that sale. It's Thursday evening now, and I've just accepted an offer on this bundle of books by Raymond Chandler. The buyers paid very quickly, so I'll be able to post that out tomorrow morning. Anyway, it's 8 paperbacks, some very nice vintage Penguin paperbacks here. This one is Smart Alec Kill with a very distinctive cover there. Next one is The Little Sister, and that's even older. This is the general sort of look that you got from Penguin paperbacks going right back in the day. Not sure if this one is numbered. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think it is, but my eyesight isn't good enough. These aren't reading glasses. But anyway, that's The Little Sister. Then we've got this one, the High Window. Again, another Penguin, bit of a later vintage. This one, picture of Humphrey Bogart on the cover there as the private eye. What's his name now? Philip Marlowe. That's it. I don't know why I couldn't bring that to mind. And here's another one again, same sort of vintage. Trouble is My Business. That's a collection of stories, and again we've got Humphrey on the cover there. Next we've got this. This is Pearls Are a Nuisance. This is a Penguin, again a very different vintage. This I would guess is 1970s, and that again is another short story collection. We've got Poodle Springs here. This was an unfinished novel that was completed by Robert B. Parker. And then we've got this one, Killer in the Rain. That's another collection of short stories. That one's published by Pan. And another Pan paperback, this one, which is Playback. So that's 8 paperbacks by Raymond Chandler. I had them listed for £18 all in. I've accepted an offer of 15, and I'm quite happy with that, really. So there we go. 8 paperbacks by Raymond Chandler was £15 all in. It's Friday, and I have to start off with a correction. Yesterday I was under the impression it was the last day of July, but in fact it was the first day of August, which of course makes today the 2nd of August, and my sale today is this bundle of books by John Sladek, a not terribly well-known American science fiction writer. I guess he'll be well-known if you know about John Sladek, yeah. Anyway, let's have a look at the books. We've got this one, which is Roderick. Now, there is a sequel to this book, but I don't have a copy of that. But there we are, Roderick. Next one is another novel. This is The Reproductive System. Then we've got this, Black Aura. And then we've got John Sladek's first 2 collections of short stories. The first one is The Steam Driven Boy, and then we've got this one, which is Keep the Giraffe Burning. So that's 5 books by John Sladek. Now I had these listed for £30. I got an offer from a repeat buyer, in fact, somebody who bought some Keith Roberts books from me a couple of weeks back. He sent me an offer of £23.50. I counted with £26 yesterday evening, and he has come back to me today and actually paid the £26. So that's okay. And hopefully I'll be able to get these out to him this afternoon. It's only the 4th of August, and I've just sold these postcards. It's a collection of Star Trek movie posters made into tiny little postcards. I bought these, oh, must be 30 years ago now. Can't remember what I paid for them. Something like 50 pence each, maybe. I'm really not sure. But anyway, let's have a quick look at them. So we've got this one, which is the first Star Trek film, Star Trek the Motion Picture. The second one is this, it's Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. Then we've got this one, which is Star Trek III, The Search for Spock. A bit odd, this one, because I don't remember that being the poster at all, so maybe that was an American thing, I really don't know. But I don't recall seeing that in the UK. Then we've got this one, Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home. Star Trek V. What was that called? It's called the Final Frontier. Not the best of the films, that one. Then we've got this one, which is the best of the original movie films, I think, Star Trek VI, and that is called The Undiscovered Country. Now we've got this one, not strictly speaking one of the films particularly. I think it probably is alluding to one of them, but it's more of a teaser poster. So even looking at the date, I couldn't offhand tell you which one that is, but I suspect it's for Star Trek VI. And then we're on to the next generation films. So we've got this one, the very first Star Trek Generations, which of course did have some of the original series cast on it. And then finally, we've got this, which is Star Trek First Contact. Now that's the bundle. I've also got this, which is a teaser poster again for the Enterprise series, the sort of Star Trek prequel series with Scott Bakula. Meet Kirk's childhood hero, it says. Now, that's not actually part of the bundle, but I am going to send that to the buyer because I've got no real use for it now. But anyway, there we are. We've got 9 postcards plus this extra postcard. I've charged £15 for that. That includes postage and packing, and the buyers pay the full asking price. eBay sends £63.45 to my bank account on the 6th of August after taking their fees. Ashley took full fees on the Star Trek postcards there with £2.28. The other fees are all with a 70% reduction. After postage, I'm left with £57.11. As you'll see here, I did buy a packlink label for every from directly from eBay. That cost me £2.94. Everything else has gone via Royal Mail. The postcards I sent, track 48 for £2.70. The Sleigh Deck books, £3.39. Again, that was track 48 that time with a small parcel rather than the large letter that the postcards went in, and small parcel without tracking for £3.19 for the Chandler books. So that's 4 items sold, £57.11 after postage and eBay fees. Not too bad then, 4 items sold, £57 to show for it, so I'm quite happy with that really. Did have a bit of problem posting the postcards. I had gone onto the Royal Mail website to buy postage, and you get a QR code which you can take down to the depot to get them to print out, which is ideal for me as I don't have a printer. Now normally for large letters with tracking, they don't offer that service. But I noticed that they did, so yeah, I bought it, I took it down to the depot, and it was printing off blank labels. I went to a different depot, it was doing the same thing. So eventually I had to ask for a refund. I went to the post office and bought one there directly, so it was all a bit of a faff, really. So if you are relying on QR codes, look out for that. Anyway, I hope you found that interesting. If you did, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below, and I hope to see you next week. Bye for now.